We're at a site called Kaminaljuyu. It is a Mayan site here in the middle of Guatemala City. It's crazy that it's like all this city all the way around you, and then in the middle of it is just like this huge compound. So this is what we're gonna see today. The Acropolis. We're gonna walk around. Look, you can see here's the huge compound. I forget how many acres they said it was gonna be, but I'll explain it. So we're over here now, and we're gonna head out to this huge Acropolis site, and then all the way around there's another one on the other side. It's about 45 minutes to get through the entire thing. There's a big sign on the front that tells you no filming, but I got permission from them to film here as long as I don't film any kind of religious activities like ceremonies and whatnot that's going on. What's this one? $50 AC, $150 DC. If you know what that says, then comment down below. So when I was reading about this, the Acropolis that I'm going to get to in a minute dates back some 1,500 years ago, but some of the area actually predates that to 2,000 years ago. That's just crazy. Crazy awesome. Oh, cool. Excavation of the site, I presume. It says it right here in 1940. They do have guided tours here, but I opted out of that. I just want to walk around and experience it for myself. The problem with these glass casings is that it keeps people out, but it's bad for the camera because of glare on it. Early classic AD 250 to 600. So this, I guess, presumably is like the original Mayan area here. That's crazy. I wish they would slide this back, this glass, so you can actually see inside. It's like a plexiglass, so it's hard to see. But you can imagine the scale, the size of it. Oh, cool. This is awesome. It's cool. Whoa, what is this thing? Highlands, pre-classic, 400 BC, 250 AD. Wow. That's super cool. There's like, I don't know if it looks almost like a snake head or something on the top, or like a fish. It's hard to tell. What is this, a representation of the excavation? Or they're showing you the different levels of the stone, I guess. What is this here? Zoomorphic altar representing a toad. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Here's the back legs, here's the front feet, and then here's the toad face right here. Huh. Whoa. That's cool. All these cool stoneworks. It reminds me of a few different places, but one in particular, I know there's stoneworks like that crafted all over the world, but one in particular is when I was in Korea, I went to a couple of dynasties that were a long time ago, and they have all these cool sculptures all over the place. And then, you know, they tell you what they mean, what they represented. It's pretty neat. Yeah, that's cool. You can't see, it's all messed up. But they did leave a QR code, but it's kind of hard to see now. All right, let's get this 45-minute journey moving. All right, got some cool intel for you. All right, you see this, like pit bull / regular bull. Anyway, all of these things in here are like replicas, except for these three here. These date back 400 BC to AD 250. Originals. The OGs. Oh, he's cool. He's cool. Whoa. He said that. This the head is up here. Then this thing down here is. I don't know if you're supposed to drink out of it, smoke out of it, or what. Very cool. That's awesome. I was looking at all these things and thinking they were all original, but it turns out only these three are the original. Look, this guy is awesome, man. All right. Okay. Made it over here. My Spanish is this much, so this has a lock on it. This is what I came to see, but there's a lock. Well, that's not very cool. I don't know how much of that you got, but even from here I can't get much. It is cool looking, but it's locked. It says 30-person maximum. They have railings here. Damn, that sucks, man. I guess we have to just wait. Mines didn't have any concept of like a burial grounds, like a cemetery. So what they would do is, if you died, you would be there in your little dwelling in your house, right? And then somebody would build on top of you. And then when they would die, they would be buried with all their stuff, or I don't know if they buried them in, but somebody would build another place on top of that. And that's just how they did it. The little video I showed you that was in the building, where it showed like how massive the scale of it was. So all of this area here, that's just grass and trees and whatnot, was that. So what I'm about to show you is all underneath all of this now. There's tons of this under here. Me first, you know the drill. Let me get a look first. Plus there's tourists here. Check it out. Whoa. Whoa, this is not small. I mean, it is a small area, but it's pretty far down there, and it goes on this all the way around out here. It's crazy. Another with the big steps. These steps are giant, man. I mean, I'd have to lift my knee almost hit my chest to get on these steps. They're huge. What's crazy is that they made all the steps like that, just like Machu Picchu in Peru and a lot of other different sites around the world. All the steps are giant, like humongous steps, and it just didn't make any sense because all the people were generally small. And then something else that was cool is that because the structures were down in the ground like this, right? Well, it's down in the ground now. It wasn't then. Anyway, so instead of having like water flow, like from a reservoir or in a mountain trough, something like that, what they did is they built these like mini rivers of their own, and it flowed along the top and then flowed down. So you'll see here, there's these little rocks that look like stepstones, but they're not. It's actually like water that flows down. So you could have it flowing all through everything down here. Look at the steps, look how big they are. Oh, cool. I mean, that's pretty far. That's pretty far down there. These, I mean, you count steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, there's like 10 steps going down, but it's probably 30 feet down. That's pretty deep. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, this is super cool. They have a path over here can't get to it. Wow. Over here, there's like a little cut in the wall over there. I didn't catch, like I said, my Spanish is this much. I can't catch but a little bit of words. They're talking way too fast. But I'd like to know, like, what was that room for? What was this one for over here, right? And then what's that one for over there? Still very cool. They might be little, like a dwelling, and then another dwelling, and then they build on top of that, and then so on and so forth. All right, I'm gonna get to it. All right, got some more intel. So the area that you just saw, where it had the little cutouts that look like doorways. So some of those doorways lead into like somebody's dwelling, but then other cuts in the rock like that, like in that big, geez, spit it out, bro. In the middle of all those deep hole that's in there, the middle doorway was a passageway, and it goes through to another area, which is kind of like over this way, but it's all buried and they've only excavated so much. All of this land that's here now is buried Mayan, landscape like that was out there. And it looks like everything was like dug into the ground and they built these things into the ground, and that's not true. None of this was here. Everything was built above ground. And you see how deep that hole goes, but they believe that it goes way farther down than we can even fathom, because of the fact that they didn't have concepts of cemeteries. So they just kept building and building and building up and up and up and up. Anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. So you could be walking on right here, and just the area I'm standing on right here, there could be dwellings like in there, just under here, and just passageway to passageway to passageway to more and more dwellings. And then the mounds go up like mountains, and I guess that's the bigger ones that you see. Don't count me to be 100% accurate on there. I'm spitballing from the little bit of Spanish that I can get and comprehend, because there's not much in English. They did, however, have an English pamphlet. All right, check it out. So this is the area that I was just in, right? That is kind of what it would have been like back in the day, above ground like that, right? But then there's other areas that are like this, and now it's just a marker, and it's just a hill, basically, with trees and stuff growing out of it. But that's what it was supposed to be back in the day. Isn't it crazy how this in the ground that we're looking at, or we just looked at, used to look like this? Pretty crazy that underneath all this is tons more of that. Just look at this for a second, okay? And just think how awesome this place would have been, or what it was at one time, with a huge lake in the middle, reservoir leading to different areas, right, to run water to all of your people. And then this whole surrounding area, right, all mountain and green and just beautiful, untouched. I mean, that's what you're looking at, but without all the cool stuff that they designed and made. It's just crazy that, all of this was here. And well, all of the structures and stuff are still here underneath everything that we're walking along right now. And then I take 20 feet that way and I'm on a city street, right, which is now Guatemala City. It's just amazing. All right, heading up that hill. I'm gonna bore you. I'm not gonna bore you with the walk up. Maybe I will bore you for just a second. Ugh, these little stone paths, they'll get you if you're not careful. I was reading up on something cool. This is neat. So by the end of the classic period, which is around 900 AD, almost all the major cities that was at the time the Mayan civilization, neighboring portions of Mexico, Belize, and Honduras were abandoned, where they just disappeared. like many other civilizations. It's like they were here. It was a pristine location that they found in the middle of nothing, and it was great for like traveling routes to different bordering areas. And they built just amazing things, and then just left, just gone, just like that. Oh geez, look at that. So up here, Mayan civilization, right? Mayan Empire, and then city, the new what is now Guatemala. Wow, this is cool. I'm gonna have to get an Insta clip. This guy's saying something about they usually do ceremonies here. Let me check out my pamphlet. So this is this. The pamphlet doesn't really tell you much. It just tells you kind of what it was made out of and what year.
Hacían su ceremonia, llenaban eso de agua y a través de
wow, look at that. It's like tunnels. Well, I guess it's tunnels to us, because at the time it wasn't tunnels. This was all above ground. Wow. For me, it's cool to like go down in there, walk around, be able to touch the walls. But well, it's just like I said, either you got it or you don't. And that's the reason why nobody's allowed to go down and touch it, because people will go down there, oh, let me scratch it up, let me write my name in the wall, or let me leave my trash behind, or, you know, yada yada yada, all that kind of stuff. Very cool. This right here, what you just saw, was it's only the top of the structure here. So they believe there's 2 or 3 more levels down into the ground of what you actually see here. Even though I haven't filmed every little step of the way, I've been here quite a little while, just kind of taking it in, enjoying it. So, boring or not, I'll be posting it. And I don't know what the rest of today holds. I'm just gonna venture on. Now check this out. Bees everywhere. Yeah. She's making shaved ice here.
A mí me echan una bolsita de mentira, sí.
Look at all the bees all over these things.
Ah, la japonesa.
Sweet and lime on it. Bees everywhere, man. All of these are just like different flavors that you can get. And I don't know what's in there, but I saw him put pineapple, peanuts, and then you squeeze in the lime in it, and then you put some kind of flavor on it. It's like a slushie. You see it all coming down. Look at that. Oh, fresh bees. Oh, cool. Now he's making it look good. I don't know, it kind of looked like cinnamon on one side, and then he's putting sugar on top of it too. Very cool. I don't want one. I'm waiting on my Uber to get here. And then I got the rest of the cities calling my name. All right.